In the high-stakes chess game of global military power, the skies over the Middle East are a constant theater of tension and posturing. Recently, a dramatic and unverified story has been making the rounds, capturing the imagination of military enthusiasts and analysts alike. The rumor claims that Iran, having recently acquired advanced Sukhoi Su-35 fighter jets, deployed them in a bold mock strike against a U.S. aircraft carrier. What allegedly happened next, according to these reports, was a stunning display of air power and electronic warfare that left many speechless. This tale, though lacking official confirmation, paints a vivid picture of modern aerial encounters, where cutting-edge technology and pilot skill are put to the ultimate test. So let's dive into the details of this rumored showdown and explore what it tells us about the current balance of power in the region. The story begins with Iran's acquisition of the Su-35 Flanker E, a formidable twin-engine, super-maneuverable multi-role fighter jet from Russia. Considered a 4+ generation aircraft, the Su-35 represents a significant leap in capability for the Iranian Air Force, which has long relied on an aging fleet of American-made F-14s, F-4 South, and F-5 South from before the 1979 revolution, alongside some Russian and Chinese models. The arrival of the Su-35 was seen as a game-changer, potentially leveling the playing field against technologically superior adversaries. It boasts advanced avionics, a powerful passive electronically scanned array radar, thrust vectoring engines for incredible agility, and the ability to carry a wide array of sophisticated air-to-air and air-to-surface munitions. For Iran, these jets aren't just new planes. They're a statement of intent and a powerful new tool for projecting force. According to the widely circulated but unconfirmed report, Iran decided to test the mettle of its new fighters in a daring exercise. The alleged target? A U.S. Navy aircraft carrier strike group, the very symbol of American military might, operating in international waters. The mission was purportedly a simulated attack run. A pair of Iranian Su-35s allegedly took to the skies, their objective to sink the carrier in a wargame scenario. Such a maneuver, even as a simulation, is incredibly risky and provocative. It's a message sent not with words, but with the roar of afterburners and the sleek profiles of advanced combat aircraft. The pilots would have been tasked with evading the carrier group's extensive defensive screen, breaking through the combat air patrol, and getting into a position to launch a hypothetical anti-ship missile salvo. As the Iranian Su-35 supposedly streaked towards their target, they would have been met by the formidable defensive umbrella of the U.S. Carrier Strike Group. This is a multi-layered defense system designed to detect, track, and neutralize threats from hundreds of miles away. The first line of defense is the E-2 Hawkeye, an airborne early warning and control aircraft. This eye in the sky carries a massive rotating radar dome capable of monitoring vast swaths of airspace and coordinating the fleet's response. The moment the Iranian jets were detected, the Hawkeye would have vectored the carrier's own fighters to intercept. These are typically the F/A-18 Super Hornets, the workhorses of U.S. naval aviation. Supported by Aegis-equipped cruisers and destroyers, which provide a powerful surface-to-air missile shield, the carrier's air wing is designed to be an impenetrable fortress. Here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. According to the rumor, as the Su-35s approached, they were intercepted not by a standard patrol of F/A-18s, but by something far more advanced, the F-35C Lightning II. This is America's 5th-generation stealth fighter, designed specifically for carrier operations. The F-35 is a different breed of aircraft altogether. Its primary advantage isn't speed or maneuverability, though it's no slouch in those departments. Its true power lies in its stealth or low observable characteristics and its incredibly advanced sensor fusion and networking capabilities. An F-35 pilot sees the battlefield in a way no other pilot can, with a 360-degree view of threats and targets compiled from multiple sensors on their own plane and other friendly assets, all displayed on a helmet-mounted display. The unverified account claims the Iranian Su-35 pilots were completely blindsided. They were flying what they believed to be the most advanced fighters in the region, yet they were suddenly confronted by adversaries they couldn't see on their radar. The F-35s, virtually invisible to the Su-35 systems, were able to achieve a target lock on the Iranian jets long before the Iranian pilots even knew they were there. In modern air combat, seeing the enemy first is often the difference between victory and defeat. For the Iranian pilots, it would have been a terrifying experience. their cockpit warning system screaming about a missile lock from an unseen enemy. This is the essence of fifth-generation warfare, a battle fought in the electromagnetic spectrum as much as in the physical sky. But the rumored encounter didn't stop there. The story continues that alongside the F-35s, the U.S. deployed another potent asset, the EA-18G Growler. The Growler is a specialized electronic warfare variant of the Super Hornet. Its mission isn't to shoot down enemy planes with missiles, but to blind and deafen them with powerful electronic jamming. The Growler can disrupt enemy radar communications and even data links, effectively isolating pilots from their ground control and from each other. According to the tale, as the F-35s held the Su-35s at bay, the Growlers went to work, unleashing a barrage of electronic countermeasures. The result was supposedly catastrophic for the Iranian jets. Their advanced radar systems were rendered useless, their communication links severed, and their navigation systems thrown into disarray. They were flying blind, deaf, and dumb. Imagine the situation for the Iranian pilots. One moment, they are conducting a confident, aggressive simulation in their top-of-the-line fighters. The next, their screens are filled with static. They can't talk to their wingmen or their base, and they have multiple warning lights indicating they are being targeted by an enemy they cannot find. According to the rumor, the U.S. fighters didn't fire a single shot. They didn't have to. They simply escorted the electronically crippled Su-35s back towards Iranian airspace, a clear and humiliating demonstration of technological dominance. The message was unambiguous. Your new jets are impressive, but they are no match for our integrated, networked, fifth-generation combat systems. Now it is crucial to reiterate that this entire story is unconfirmed and likely falls into the category of military myth or propaganda. No official sources from either the U.S. or Iranian governments have acknowledged such an incident. It's the kind of story that circulates on defense forums and social media, often embellished with each telling. But whether it happened exactly as described, or at all, the tale serves as a powerful allegory for the state of modern air power. It highlights the massive technological gap that still exists between the most advanced U.S. assets and even the best equipment available to its potential adversaries. The Su-35 is a highly capable fighter, a real threat in a dogfight. But modern air combat is increasingly less about dogfighting and more about information dominance. The key takeaway is the concept of a system of systems. The U.S. doesn't just deploy individual aircraft. It deploys an integrated network. The F-35, the E-2 Hawkeye, the EA-18G Growler, and the Aegis warships all talk to each other, sharing data in real time to create a comprehensive picture of the battlespace and coordinate their actions. It's this network that provides the decisive edge. And Su-35, however advanced, operating in a less sophisticated network, is at a severe disadvantage. It's like a brilliant solo athlete competing against a perfectly coordinated championship team. The team's ability to work together, anticipate moves, and cover each other's weaknesses often outweighs the talent of any single individual. This rumored incident, real or not, forces us to look beyond just the hardware specifications of a fighter jet. It prompts us to consider the training of the pilots, the sophistication of the support networks, the doctrine guiding their use, and the crucial role of electronic warfare. For Iran, the acquisition of the Su-35 is a step up, but integrating it effectively into a robust command and control system is a much larger and more difficult challenge. For the United States, the story serves as a reminder of the value of its long-term investment in stealth, sensor fusion, and network-centric warfare. While the tale of the Su-35s being humbled by F-35s and Growlers might be just a story, it's a story that perfectly illustrates the complex, invisible, and technologically driven nature of 21st-century military encounters. It's a silent war fought with electrons and data, where the first shot is often a signal, not a missile. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this analysis, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world of military technology and geopolitics.